TIFU by making my cousin agree to hooking up with me. This happened today morning and I am still thinking how to process it. This is gonna be a long rant. I have another account that I use professionally, so this is a throwaway. Going for a stressful period in life, and so I often hang out with my cousin and we two are really close in a sibling way. So, coming to today, I live in 2 rooms on the first floor. An old room where everything from my previous flat is stocked and is more of a storeroom, and the other is where I work and live 24/7. I woke up early to try clean my old storeroom and was rummaging through some old DVDs and stuff. Also made double sure I had the condoms hidden away in a box, and whilst doing so, a client who had been avoiding paying me called. I dropped everything and got into the call, which ended with me throwing away my phone and the tempered glass cracks. No worries, I got another one. Meanwhile, cousin was laughing away hysterically at me. I was trying to get the new temper on and realized I need to wipe it. Given how lazy I am, I asked her to go get some wet wipes from the other room and told her which box had it. She went and disappeared for nearly half an hour. Given how absent-minded she can be, I did not think anything of it and kept the phone aside for now. Later, she comes to the room with a very serious look, somewhat teary eyes, and asked me if I really wanted this. I said yes, I have been waiting forever for this, and I mimicked her serious tone just for kicks. Next thing I know, she has jumped on top of me and is kissing me, not the brotherly kiss BTW, and I sat there all frozen, and for some reason I did not move a muscle to throw her off me. I just froze. She starts stripping and I said something like why/how. It's a bit foggy there. She says she saw the strawberry condoms. The Adele DVD and the old box had this pretty please designed on it. Strawberry is her favorite and Adele is her weakness. So, my poor cousin struggled with the moral dilemma for a good 30 minutes before coming to me to ask me, and I stupidly said yes. I put the condoms instead of the wet wipes. Both have some bluish covers. That stupid Adele album is her favorite. Thankfully, before she could disrobe and this went any further, we heard my mother shouting from below that lunch is ready. I quickly made my exit without blinking for a second and had my lunch without choking myself. Mom dragged my cousin to the market for some shopping, and my cousin told me with great sadness in her voice, "I am there for you." I am writing this now knowing I might have messed up my relationship with her forever. I know I will tell her the truth when she comes back, but such a series of coincidences is too hard to be believed. TL, doctor, sent cousin to get wet wipes, had mixed up old stuff earlier, gave her all the signals that I wanted to hook up with her, and she agreed. Kill me now, someone, please. I mean, if this is true, I don't think you were the one that messed up your relationship. Sounds like she's been thinking about this for a while, so this situation has basically been a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. Yeah, it's weird. If my cousin asked me to get some wipes, and I found condoms instead, my first thought would be, oh, she told me to look in the wrong place, not she wants to bang. Wait, how old are both of you? This is a very important question. TL, doctor sent cousin to get wet wipes, she came back wet. Do you know what the true definition of relative humidity is? It's the sweat running down the crack of your zucchini while your zucchini your cousin. I don't understand why she would think a box of condoms and an Adele CD would mean you want a banana. Lucky she didn't pick the other box with the Megadeth album and a strap-on. TIFU by helping a friend. A friend knocked on my door today. I don't know him too well, he's the father of one of my son's friends. He seemed quite urgent, so I let him in. He asked if I had a scanner, as he needed something scanned, and emailed to him straight away. Sure did. I invited him into my office, placed the first page into the scanner, sat down, opened my graphics software, and declared it's easy. Watch. Unfortunately, the software displayed the last image I was working on, a close-up of my erect coconut. It was a decent photo actually. Great lighting, good composition, nice angle, too. I don't have many of those pics. I just took one recently as someone asked for it, and uncharacteristically, I felt like obliging. 2 thoughts went through my head. 1. Close IT. Which I did. 2. Will he think I've been checking out coconut pics, and that I'm coconut? Now, number 2 is not an issue. I am not, and I don't care if anyone thinks I am. However, recently he's been inviting me to a lot of kids' events, and asking questions like, "Are you dating? What do you think of Helen? Name changed for privacy reasons. So I've been wondering if he is that way inclined, and perhaps had his eyes on me. So I then compounded things to stop him thinking that I'd been looking at close-up pics of other men's penises. Confidently said that was me. He looked around, said I think someone called me, and left. Edit, there have been a lot of questions. So here are some clarifications. 1. I didn't scan my cheesecake. I scanned his paper documents. 2. I took the photo of myself with a DSLR plus tripod. 3. The photo editing I did on the photo of myself was limited to cropping, removing background stuff, and resizing the image itself, from /4000 px to /2000 px. 4. All 3 people mentioned in this story are single. We all live in the same townhouse complex. 5. The software I use, Paint, is used both for the editing, cropping, resize, and for acquiring images from my flatbed scanner. 6. No, unless we have a pre-existing relationship, you can't see the photo. Thanks for asking, though. 7. This happened at my home office. TL doctor accidentally showed a neighbor a close-up photo of my erect butternut, then proudly said that was me. If he thought you were banana from the pic, I think what you said to him might have just reinforced that. You like what you see, but not in a cheesecake way. Sorry, I don't know why I showed you that. I'll just close it. Unless, ? What the zucchini? He won't have people randomly showing up for scans. That's what the butternut, smiley face. I think I watched some banana with this same plot, ended way differently though. I don't have many of those pics, I just took one recently as someone asked for it. Sounds legit. Johnson. I need that erect butternut document on my desk Monday. Yes sir. TIFU by accusing my son of having an eating disorder. So, I like to think I'm a no. Hey mom. I don't smother my son or let him get too crazy. He's 15 so I always knock on the door, not just to be respectful, but because there's some things a mom shouldn't see. Well, yesterday he left to go to the McDonald's across the street with some friends. I assumed he'd be a couple hours, so as far as I knew I was alone. I decided to take advantage by putting on some headphones that wouldn't be inevitably tugged on with a mom can question following. I'm doing the dishes, sweeping, trash, etc. while Metallica is blasting in my ears. Start gathering laundry / putting it away. And unbeknownst to me my son got home earlier than expected. I decided to toss his gym clothes I just finished washing on his bed while I was putting away my own clothes, as our rooms are right next to each other. I did not know he was home. I walk straight in without knocking and I'm horrified. My 15 years / show son is shoving a spoon down his throat and gagging over a cereal bowl. What the coconut? He instantly jumps, slowly turns over to me, and the spoon almost comically drops from his mouth. I set the clothes down and in my confusion / horror sit down next to him. I asked what were you doing? And he's extremely nervous and keeps repeating it's nothing, I wasn't doing anything. He's on the wrestling team and it clicked in my head, oh banana, he was making himself throw up, he must be body conscious. How did I not notice he was doing this to himself? I start giving a mom speech about how body dysphoria is extremely common in teens and he shouldn't be afraid to ask for help from a trusted adult, that I'm here for him, he's perfect just the way he is. He looks like a deer caught in the headlights and remains adamant he wasn't doing anything. I asked, is this something you'd rather talk about with uncle or coach? He's exasperated and tense, saying there's nothing to talk about. Finally I just have to say it's pretty obvious what you were doing and I need you to be honest with me or someone else so we can figure this out. Him, I wasn't trying to throw up. Me, then what were you doing? Him, I needed to know if I have a gag reflex. I'm extremely confused at this point and ask why. He blurts, I'm butternut. I'm completely shocked and he has tears in his eyes. It clicks. I immediately wish I hadn't done laundry that day and give a quick I'm sorry, it's okay, I support you completely, I'll just leave you to that and continue doing chores. Dinner rolls around and he's refusing to make eye contact, but eventually we ease into a conversation about how he's been hiding it for a while, has a lot of homophobic friends and was ashamed to tell me because I'm your only son so you wouldn't have grandkids. He planned to come out in college. Had no idea he thought I'd react that way and assured him I'd love him no matter what. Apparently he's also not planning on doing anything he'd need to practice with a spoon for in the near future, but was just curious and wanted to be ready. I'm relieved but mostly want to forget I ever saw that. At least it brought us closer. TL, doctor walked in on son gagging himself with a spoon. Thought it was bulimia. Turns out he's just cheesecake. Not a TIFU, it was a valid reaction as a parent of a teenager. Eating disorders don't care about your sexual orientation or anything else, so it's okay that that was your go-to. You sound like a much better mom than a lot of parents by just wanting your child to be healthy and then being supportive when you needed to be. And continuing to show him that support means you'll be able to laugh about this with him one day. You're doing fine. You accidentally saved him from years of hiding. He was planning to wait until college, which is at least 3 more years of feeling like he has to hide who he is from you. Glad you were able to save him from that. Guess I'm zucchini. Best make sure I can take a zucchini without choking. The world is a beautiful place. As a longtime lover of sucking zucchini, I've never even thought to shove a spoon down my throat. Just pass on to him from a seasoned professional to grab your thumb as tight as you can to suppress the gag reflex. On second thought, don't give your son zucchini sucking advice. That's just weird. On second thought, don't give your son zucchini sucking advice. That's just weird. Really don't LMFAO. Awkward, oh yes. But no F you. Today you opened the door to self-confidence and better communication.